So if you've been following the student loan forgiveness program, I'm sure you're aware everything is not going as planned. So stick around to the end of this video and you'll have a clear understanding of exactly what's going on. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay informed with the latest updates. So back in August, Biden announced the student loan forgiveness program. So it's a program that allows eligible borrowers to get partial or full discharge of their loan. It allows for forgiveness up to $20,000 for federal Pell Grant recipients and up to $10,000 for federal non-Pell Grant recipients. To qualify, you have to either be a single tax filer that makes under $125,000 a year or a family that makes less than $250,000 a year. They'll be using your adjusted gross income from either 2020 or 2021. So you will have to provide proper tax documentation. The good thing is that you only have to qualify in one of those 2 years and not both. And I know there's been a lot of misleading information regarding that topic. So when you send them proof, only send them a proof for that year that you actually qualified. So let's say you made $120,000 and you filed single in 2020, but in 2021 you also filed single, but you made $300,000. You'll still be able to qualify based on the 2020 income. And that's really important to know because you definitely don't want to send them the wrong documentation for the wrong year. Now, before you even get to the point where you have to send in tax documentation, you will have to apply for the loan. The application website is officially live, but you have to complete the application before December 31st, 2023. But before I walk you through the process of actually completing the application, I definitely want to talk to you about scammers. Anytime you go to a website, always verify that you're on the right website, because there are a lot of websites that look really official, but they're just a scam. And sometimes scammers will reach out to you directly, and don't be surprised when they actually have the information on your loan. So just know that the program is free. So if you get to the point where somebody starts asking you for money, just know it's a red flag. Okay, so for registration, you want to go to studentaid.gov. Again, make sure it's .gov and not .com. I'll actually put the website in the description below. Now, as soon as you log into the website, you'll land on the home screen and you want to look for the button that says Apply Now. And on the next page, you will have to enter some basic information like your name, date of birth, social, and your email. The entire process shouldn't take no longer than 5 minutes to complete. And once you complete the application, you'll get a confirmation email. Now, as far as forgiveness, they're estimating it should probably take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so that's the application process. So now I want to go in and give some answers to some important questions you guys have. First question is, how long will the payment pause last? So right now, the payment pause is expected to end December 31st, 2022. So that means the following month, you'll have to start your loan payments again. Can I apply for the loan forgiveness if my loan is in default? Yes, if your loan is in default, you can still apply for the loan forgiveness. Does this loan forgiveness apply to all student loans? Unfortunately, the answer is no. It only applies to federal loans, not private loans. What if I owe less than what will be forgiven? So in that scenario, you will only be forgiven for what you owe. So let's say you have a student loan balance of $8,000 and you qualify for $10,000 in loan forgiveness. So what happens in that scenario is they will forgive the $8,000 in student loans, but you will not receive that additional $2,000. Also, if you owe more than what's forgiven, they'll forgive that amount and you'll still owe the balance. So if you owe $15,000 and they forgive the $10,000, you still owe $5,000 in student loans. If I made student loan payments during the loan freeze, will I get a refund? Yes, you will get a refund on all the payments you made during that loan freeze period. And just in case you're wondering, the loan freeze started March of 2020. For example, let's say you have $15,000 in student loan debt. And during that loan freeze period, you paid that debt down to $8,000. Assuming you're going to get a $10,000 forgiveness, you'll be refunded for the $2,000, which brings your loan back to $10,000. And then that $10,000 will be forgiven. Now, if you happen to pay the loan off completely during that period, you will have to request a refund from your service provider. And after they issue the refund, your loan balance will go back to the original amount, and then the student loan forgiveness will apply. So in that specific scenario, you won't get an automatic refund. You will have to do some work because the system will overlook you. And the same applies if you refinanced your loan. So if you didn't pay your loan off completely, just know the refund will be automatically done and you don't have to do anything. If I paid my loan off prior to March of 2020, will I receive any refunds? Unfortunately, you will not receive any type of refund on that payment. What are the tax consequences of this loan forgiveness? Now, usually these type of loans are included in your taxable income, but in this scenario, it's not. It will not be taxed federally. However, the state has not decided what they're going to do. Will I be receiving a check in the mail? You will not be receiving any checks in the mail for the loan forgiveness. You will just automatically see a debit towards your balance. Now, as far as refunds on your payments, those will come to you either as a check or it'll be direct deposited to the bank they have on file. How will they choose which one of my loans they'll pay off first? So if you have multiple loans, they will start with the loan with the highest interest rate first. How can I find out what type of loan I have? You'll be able to look up your loan type on studentaid.gov, and that will let you know if you have a Pell Grant or not. I'll also put a link to that website in my description box below. So that's all the basic information and the Q&A regarding the student loan program as of now. However, there's an important update. As of right now, the student loan forgiveness program has been paused. Now, they're still encouraging you to move forward with the application process, but they can't officially start the loan forgiveness yet because of a court order. Now, the block was issued by the U.S. 8th Circuit Court of Appeals, which is considering a motion from 6 states that want to stop the program. So one of two things can happen in the upcoming days. The court can issue an injunction and the pause will last longer, or they could dismiss the case and the program continues to move forward. But the Federal Appeals Court is expected to announce a ruling as early as next week. So now you guys are up to speed with the student loan forgiveness program. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with anyone that you know that has a student loan. And I'll see you guys in this next video.